without action, vision is merely a dream. Hi guys, my name is Josh Halliday. Tune in to Josh Halliday Extra. This is a vlog, and I'm very happy to announce that the Dawn on the Hill, nearly forgot the name then, that's really bad. Dawn on the Hill Airborne is receiving a lot of likes right now. And, well, a lot of likes, a lot of views right now, and it's getting there. Not very good intro, was it? Well, okay, Dawn on the Hill is receiving a lot of views right now, and I'm really happy about that. A lot of people were actually saying that Dawn on the Hill was really good, and they really liked that fact. And I liked it because it's stepping outside of my comfort zone. My comfort zone being Western times, as you can see. So stepping outside my comfort zone was really good for me, and I really want to do that more often. Like, I seem to be doing a lot of cowboy stuff, and sometimes it's nice to do something else and a bit of World War. If I could, I would do World War movies. I really would, honestly, because if I get the outfits, the props, everything, but it's really expensive. If I could get all that, that would be an amazing film. Like, World War is something I've always wanted to film and do. So, unfortunately, it does take time though, it does take money, so for the time being I've got Dawn on the Hill. And Dawn on the Hill was a script that I actually sat down and wrote. Now really, with a 3-minute clip that I do, which was like Storm of the House, which will be a video below this one if you go on my uploads. Storm of the House was basically a script that I thought up in 5 minutes. I just thought, okay, we're going to do a scene here where we're focusing on the bad guys. We're focusing on the Mirages. Now, the Mirages being basically they're Germans, basically. In a sense of the word, they're basically Germans. They're doing what the Germans were doing, but it's based in modern day time, but it's also based like the World War. It's a make-believe world. It's the world of my imagination, as is every one of my movies. As I like to describe, these movies that I do are like clips from my imagination, just throughout time. I think up a script and then I write it down, I write an idea down and then I make something of that, and you know, and it all comes from my imagination. So it's kind of, I've got this kind of DreamWorks thing going on right now. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Basically, I want to talk to you about Dawn on the Hill. Now, Dawn on the Hill, right, based in the future, but also part of the past. Is it of this world? The answer to that question is no, it's not of this world. Dawn on the Hill is a completely make-believe world. It is not based in real life. It's based in a fake world, a fictional world. So it's just a world that we all imagine when we're a child. When we're a child, we all imagine this imaginary world. Like when you're especially when you're a boy, you want to be an army man, don't you? Some kids, like, they want to be an army man. They want to run through the woods and pretend to be commando and stuff like that. But when you get older, you lose that sense of imagination because it's beaten out of you. It's told, stop daydreaming, stop doing this, stop doing that. So it's kind of that's not normal to think like that. You're getting older now, you shouldn't be thinking like that. And that is basically what people are telling you in society, is that you cannot think like that. And basically, I pretty much just stuck the finger up to society and I said, you know what, no, I'm not going to change the way I think, because it is a gift, and every single person has this gift. And now, someone walked up to me the other day and said, I cannot think about doing the movies that you do. I said, how do you mean, Jimmy? He goes, how the hell do you just think them up like that? I couldn't even begin to imagine thinking of a script like that. I said, it's because I haven't lost that sense of imagination, that sense of creativity that is so important in life, that people just don't realise how important it is to have the creativity, the imagination. It's a birthright to have. It is something you are born with. You're not born with the objects that we have around us, like, yeah, pack of filters, object. Hairbands, freaking object. Money, object. This is not an object. It is a frame of mind that is so important that you cannot lose that frame of mind. Because if you do, then it's really hard to get it back. As a child, your imagination is a lot stronger than it is when you're an adult. When you're an adult, the imagination is not as strong as it is when you're a child. A lot of adults, though, do have that form of imagination. I'm not going to lie to you, they do have the imagination, but it's how, basically, did they lose that imagination, or have they just done the same as me? Have they just said, you know what, no, I'm not going to lose that sense of creativity? And I think that it is in everyday life, people do lose that sense of creativity. So, without further ado, that is basically why I can think up scripts in a small amount of time, because in a sense I have a child's imagination, in a sense, but it's kind of mixed with the adult imagination. So I have the action and the explosions and the imagination, and then I also have the storyline. So this is what you see what I'm getting at now. The actions, the explosions, the running, the screaming, the quick duck cover, child. The storyline, the depth, the meaning, the purpose, adult. Mix the two together, you have a hybrid mind, which you then stick into your head, and then you can just come up with all these scripts and amazing ideas. And I wouldn't sacrifice that for the world. Never, never, never. I would never, ever sacrifice that for the world. So, yeah, and this is what encouraged me to do Dawn on the Hill and step outside my comfort zone. And my comfort zone is just, I've pretty much exploited every part of my comfort zone. But I'm not going to stop doing westerns, so don't worry, because that's what really got my subscriber base going, was westerns. I have got a series going at the moment called The Civil War Never Ends, but unfortunately I'm doing that with another actor who is, it's really hard to try and find days off that we both have together. So it is very me. You see what I'm going at here? So, okay, Dawn on the Hill is basically something that I do when I've got nothing else to do. And I didn't realise how much people were enjoying Dawn on the Hill. That's why I'm doing more. Dawn on the Hill Airborne, Dawn on the Hill, like the original Dawn on the Hill 1, Dawn on the Hill Airborne, and then we're going to do Dawn on the Hill Frontline, and then the last one, which I've got at the moment, is Dawn on the Hill Birds of Steel. Birds of Steel being about aeroplanes and stuff. And as you can see from the trailer, which is on my main channel, the aeroplanes aren't modern day aeroplanes, they're Messerschmitts and Spitfires. Why? Because it's a make-believe world, because it's the make-believe world of my imagination. It's a war in my imagination. A war between, as one could say, my mind and depression. That's really where the story came from. When I went through a bad time in my life, I felt that there was this constant war going on in my head. Constant war. And I couldn't fight it. And I was trying to fight it with my imagination. And that's when Dawn on the Hill was first born. And Dawn on the Hill was the war between my mind and the imagination. Get that? It's an inside story for you. Anyway, guys, gotta go. I've got to work for a living as well, so that's really annoying. I wish I could just make money on YouTube just like that. But that's not until the future. And once I start doing that, then I can really be uploading more and more and more and more and more. I might be uploading 2 movies a day, so then you'll never you'll never get bored then. Or I'll never get bored at least. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this. Stay safe out there, and God bless you.